Are you getting prepared? 3 days of darkness. Anybody ever heard of? This is the 2024 solar eclipse calendar. We have not had a total solar eclipse, I believe, since 2017. This one is coming, and it's going to be the biggest total solar eclipse that we have seen in like 400 years or something like that. This is predicted to take place on April 8th. But most people are thinking March is coming around and the 3 days of darkness are coming. We don't want to just fall for anything. We don't want to go onto YouTube and say, well, how do I get ready for this thing? And before you know it, you're all off on some other journey, praying the rosary. Don't let me catch none of y'all with a rosary up in this piece. Okay. Let's see what the scriptures say about this situation. Give me Amos chapter 3, and let's begin at verse 7. Bring the beat down just a little bit more in the background. The scripture says, that thing that hath been, what is it? It is that which shall be. And that which is done is that which shall be done. Is there anything whereof it may be said, see, this is new. It hath been already of old time, which was before us. I mean, in relation to 3 days of darkness, have we ever had 3 days of darkness before? Yes, we have. We have. Okay, so it says, there is no remembrance of former things, neither shall there be any remembrance of things that are to come with those that shall come after. That means you don't remember what happened before, and you don't remember what's going to happen after this time, but there's no new thing. Okay, so let's see. That thing which hath been is that thing which shall be. And I think I distinctly remember Yahushua warning us about a time of darkness. Let's take a look at the original 3 days of darkness and see if we can learn anything from that about what might happen to us. Give me Exodus. Let me give you the context on this. There was a bunch of plagues. How many? 7. Uh-oh. I heard two different numbers. How many plagues? 10 plagues. You guys know what the darkness is? It's plague number 9. You know what happens after the 3 days of darkness? Plague number 10. Now, who knows what it was? It's very important to you. Death of the firstborn, and that accompanies the Passover. The Passover is coming up next month on Monday, the 22nd, according to the new moon calendar. Okay, so this 3 days of darkness that is being discussed here in Exodus is starting to line up a little bit with the 3 days of darkness that is being prophesied. So now we got to pay a little bit more attention. Scripture says, and Yahweh said unto Moshe, stretch out thine hand toward heaven, that there may be darkness over the land of Egypt, even darkness which may be felt. You know what kind of darkness that is? That's that peanut butter darkness. It's thick. That's that thick darkness right there. You touching it. You're like, wait, this is weird. It's like, okay, now watch. Give me this next verse. It says, and Moses stretched forth his hand toward heaven, and there was a thick darkness in all the land of Egypt. For how long? 3 days. Okay, so we do have a witness about this 3 days of darkness. Give me verse 23. Let's find out what it was like. It says, they saw not one another, neither rose any from his place for 3 days. That line is very important, because when you first read that, what do you think? Nobody went out of their house, right? That's not what it's saying. I'm going to show you a precept. It's not saying that nobody went out of their house. It's saying nobody could move. Nobody moved for 3 days. I know that because of the precept. It says neither rose any from his place. So if you was out there running, you just fell down, boom, and you stayed in that spot for 3 days. But look at this line right here. This is my favorite part. It says, but all the children of Israel, what do we have? We had light in our dwellings. A picture starting to form here, because I don't know if you noticed, but we living in the last days. We should be Tuesday. Did I say Monday? I think I said Tuesday, April 9th is the new moon. But April 8th is the day of the total solar eclipse. So do you guys know what month is coming up in just a few days? The first month of the year. So when did the 3 days of darkness take place? They took place. It was the first thing that happened in the year. And during the time of the Exodus, we went out of the last year, and he says, this month Abib shall be the first year, right? The first month to you. And the first thing that we experienced was the darkness. And then 14 days later, we had the Passover. And then the very next day, we had freedom from our captivity.